Right away, Judge Judy sets the tone. Parents aren't needed because they weren't there. In court, first-hand witnesses are gold. Second-hand stories? Practically useless.
I'd like the gentlemen to come up and stand next to their moms. And actually, their moms are not necessary parties for me because neither one of you were there in school when this incident happened. Is that correct?
Correct.
What's your first name?
My first name is Parker.
And yours?
Jordan.
Now, Parker and Jordan used to be friends. They're 13 years old?
Yes.
And they've been friends for how long, Parker?
I would say about 6 months, 4 months.
From school?
From school, yeah.
Okay. And there was an incident in school when you guys were playing around. Now, Jordan, I want you to tell me what happened on that day.
So I was sitting on top of the slide, talking to my friends during PE because we had free time, able to do whatever we wanted. So while I was talking to my friends, Parker came by and he picked up a handful of wood chips and then threw them at me.
Wood chips?
Yes.
Is that what's on the floor of the playground?
Yes. Then he threw them at me. I told him to stop. Then he picked up another handful, threw them at me. And then I came down from the slide, walked up to him, told him to stop. He grabbed my hat and buried it in the trash.
Were you saying anything to each other?
No, I told him, all I did was tell him to stop.
You hadn't had any argument with him that day?
No.
Just playing around?
And here's the spark. Parker throws with chips, then trashes Jordan's hat. What seems like playground mischief can legally cross into harassment or even property interference. Small actions can tip the scales fast.
Well, the first time he threw it, I thought he was, and then he threw it again, and I started getting agitated. And then he buried my hat in the trash.
Who else was around you?
A couple of my friends.
Did your friends say anything to Parker?
At first they laughed, and then they saw me go down there, and they started to back me up and tell them to stop.
We're just going to stop you right there. Let's get to March 3rd. He's on top of the slide. What's happening?
Okay, so what happened was I was messing around with him, and so...
Okay, now, messing around means something.
Yeah.
It means different things to different people. To grown-up, messing around means something different from what it means to a 13-year-old. I want you to tell me exactly what you did when Jordan was sitting on top of the slide.
Well, we were poking fun at each other.
Tell me.
So I was throwing some wood chips at him, and then
So you threw some wood chips at him while he was sitting on top of the slide. And then what did he do?
And then he came down the slide, and then he started throwing wood chips at me.
So he threw them back at you. And
then I was down on the ground. Oh, and then so I took the hat off his head, and then I put it...
Okay, so you took the hat. Next thing. You reached over, took the hat off his head, and put it in the...
trash.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then he started to get mad, so I walked away from the area. I walked out of the playground area into like the field, like the playground's over here and then the field's over there.
Judge Judy nails it with a laugh. Messing around means one thing to kids, another to adults. But in law, words matter. What sounds playful can quickly turn into evidence of aggression.
When he started to get mad, as you were putting in his hat in the garbage.
Yes.
He was saying to you, stop it.
Well...
he wasn't encouraging you to do it.
No, he got mad after I put the hat in the trash because I didn't see him start to get mad only after he
Well, you grabbed the hat off of his head, and what did you immediately do with it when you grabbed it off his head?
Well, I ran around with it.
Okay, so you grabbed it off his head, and then you ran around with it.
Yeah.
For how many minutes?
Notice how quickly this escalates from grabbing a hat to running around. In the eyes of the law, that's the moment things shift from playful to problematic. Property interference, no matter how small, can ignite bigger disputes.
It was about just like 30 seconds or so.
And he was chasing you
around,
trying to get his hat back.
Yeah.
And then you stuffed it in the garbage.
Well, I set it on top of the garbage. I didn't really stuff it, I just put it on top.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then I came back, because I thought it was going to be time to go in soon.
Okay, so you walked away after you put his hat in the garbage, then you came back. Mm-hmm. How much time elapsed?
I'm going to say 5 to 10 minutes.
And he didn't follow you?
No.
Nor did his friends follow you?
Mm-hmm.
They did not?
They didn't.
And then you came back and did what?
And then I came back to talk to my friends over there, and then only to see that another kid stuffed the hat back into the trash.
And then?
And then he started to get really mad, and then he said to me, "Do you want to fight?" So I felt uncomfortable, so I kind of like just nudged him away from me.
How does a nudge? Give me a show me what a nudge is. Bird, would you go stand next to this young man? And I want to see what a nudge is.
Nudge gently, please.
I want you to show me how you touched him.
Oh, I was kind of like that.
Okay, so he was coming over to you,
Yeah.
and you said to him, "You want to fight?"
Well, no, he said to me, "Do you want to fight?"
And you
Yeah.
pushed him. And then?
And then he took the glasses off my face, and then he just tore them and then smashed them. He threw them on the ground, and then he exited the area towards the door to where the campus is. So I came to pick up my glasses and get my backpack, which is where the door was, to tell the principal. But then when I came to get my backpack, he started coming up to me and he started a fight. And then, yeah, he started throwing punches.
Just a second. So you want Mrs. Harrison to pay for the glasses?
Yes, ma'am.
That's not happening. Tell him to get a job and pay for his own glasses.
Why would that be?
Here comes the legal hammer. Judge Judy isn't just dismissing the claim, she's drawing a sharp line. The one who escalates the fight becomes the aggressor. This is a classic lesson in liability. Instigators rarely walk away as victims in court.
It would be because he was the aggressor. That would be because he was the aggressor.
But a hat is not permanent damage compared
That
to...
would be because, well, if somebody put my
Prescription
hat in the
glasses.
garbage, I would not put it on my head again. And he was the aggressor to begin with. He was the initial aggressor and kept it going. And he was a bully who got his comeuppance. You pay for his glasses and tell him not to be a bully. We're done.